Thank you guys so much for coming out. We are doing improv comedy. We're going to do some short form improv games. As we play, I'm going to come to you guys, the audience, for suggestions throughout our time here, probably into the next show. I want to get you guys warmed up. I'm going to ask you guys for suggestions. What's a suggestion, Edwin? I'm so glad you asked. Suggestion is anything, an answer to any question. So, for example, if I ask you, what is your name? Just shout it out. Awesome. Okay, I know everyone has a name, and I know everyone has a favorite color. So what's your favorite color?
Green.
Awesome. And what is the street you grew up on?
Main Street.
What is the last 4 digits of your social security number? So we are going to get started with a game called What You Got. This is an elimination game. So how this game works is I'm going to get an action from you, the audience, and 2 of our improvisers are going to go head to head and rename that action to whatever they can think of. If I hear any repeats, if they hesitate, or if I just plain old don't like their answer, I'll eliminate them and move on to another person. So I'm going to get my first 2 players up on... Alright, so for Exodus and Kathy, what is an action, like swinging a baseball bat, but not that, because I just said it.
Dentrophilia.
I don't know what that is.
Hitting a pedestrian while you're driving.
What is it?
Hitting a pedestrian while you're driving.
Hitting a pedestrian while you're... Is that what you did on your way here? I know what, I'm not... You don't need to implicate yourself. So I would think that would look like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is your action. Exodus, we're going to start with you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do
Okay. I'm hitting a pedestrian while driving. What do you got?
I'm smashing a cake in my own face.
I'm putting cold water on my face. What do you got?
I'm slapping myself with a wet towel.
I am putting a whole bottle of moisturizer.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Good job, you're running, guys. All right, we got Exodus versus Lotta. What's another? What's a sport? What's your favorite sport?
Rugby.
Rugby? Is that what I heard correctly?
Yes.
What is an action that you would do in rugby?
Tackle.
Tackle. So tackle. It's tackle to me would look like boom, right? Is that fair?
I feel like you haven't played rugby, but...
I have not. Man, this is like the body of a person I've played rugby. That's never real. Hold on. What does tackling look like to you?
Cheek to cheek.
Okay, would you mind standing up and demonstrating for me?
Oh dear God. Izzy, can I have a... Yes.
Okay, so...
Cheek to cheek.
I would have thought, like, I would have thought hitting your cheek with my, sorry, like, yep, that's the tackle, and Lana, we're going to start with you.
Okay. Rugby.
I tackled. What you got?
I made someone trip. What you got?
I just hit a child. What you got?
Oh,
I just spanked the child. What do you got?
no more things of children.
I just went bowling. What you got?
I just punched my dad. What do you got?
I'm sad that you punched your dad.
I'm crying that you're sad. What do you have?
I'm going to call that because that's a real game. Alright, so I'm going to go head to head with Lotta here. Can I get another, get another favorite sport?
Pole dance.
That's not a sport.
Air hockey.
That is so a sport.
Air hockey.
Oh, just say
Air
it.
hockey. Air hockey. So, like, kind of like doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, air hockey. All right, I'll start. I'm playing air hockey. What you got?
I'm mixing up all these cupcakes. What do you got?
I'm DJing at EDM. What you got?
I'm playing World of Warcraft. What do you got?
I'm playing Warhammer, moving my figurines across the board. What you got?
I have all these little buttons. I'm gonna push the buttons. They're gonna explode. What you got?
I'm finger painting because I'm in kindergarten. What you got?
I am
Oh! I think that's what you got. You get to play drums. The next game we got coming up is a game called Fish. The way this game works is we are going to see, it's a basic scene game, but I'm going to get a 4-letter word from you, the audience, and whatever that word is, each of their dialogue has to start with each letter of that word. So can I get a 4-letter word?
Wheel.
Milk.
Milk.
There you go.
No, milk. I love that. Milk. So each the first sentence will have to start with the letter M. Sentence after that I, L, K. I can spell. All right. And then to get their scene started, can I get something that starts with the letter B?
Basketball.
Basketball. Basketball is your guys' suggestion for the game of Fish, and your word is milk. Begin.
Mom! Look, can you record me?
She's wearing a cheese head wheel, wearing a Green Bay Packers jersey.
Knicks aren't going to be playing today, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Laugh out loud, man.
Knowing our brother is like this, how do you feel about it? He's a basketball player. My favorite drink is Gatorade.
I love that too.
Let's talk about this some more, because basketball is just not what our family does.
Knowledgeable people would say otherwise.
My mom is right, and we are a football family.
I hate football.
Losers like basketball.
No.
Monsters! Monsters play basketball!
I will accept that you're disowning me.
Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's talk about this before we just break up a family.
Kansas. Kansas! Kansas! The only thing that keeps me from cussing.
Mom, it's okay. Look what you did. Look what you've done.
I think you did that.
Let's go.
Little sisters are the worst.
Catherine. I know that he's a basketball fan, and I'm not accepting this. I'm really upset about it too, but we can't just hurt him as much as we want to.
I think we need to call Dad.
I do think we need an intervention.
Listen, I want to leave this family.
Aww.
Catherine? This makes me really sad.
Me too.
Maybe you do need Dad.
I think we should all get along.
Let's call your dad. Now would be a good time for him to come.
My bad, I was out getting some milk and cigarettes. That's our the next game we are going to play is a game called the dating game. Hey, dating game. The way this works is our contestants are going to be embodying a character that I will get from you, the audience. And one lucky audience volunteer will leave the theater for a moment so we can get those characters, come back and try to guess who those characters are via questions. Now that I've explained that game, do I have an audience volunteer to show us all your good guessing skills? Audience volunteer. I got you. May I have your name?
What's your name?
May I have your name?
I'm Cammy.
Cammy? Let's give her a round of applause for Cammy. And on the count of three, audience, can we say bye-bye, Cammy? 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye, Cammy. Let's give her a round of applause. Now that she's gone, can you give us all the tea about Cammy? I'm joking. So, like I said, we're going to get some characters from you guys, and these players up here will embody those characters, and Cammy will have to guess who they are. So, to get us started, can I get a person from history that is hopefully positive?
Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln. Perfect. I love that one. Can I get a famous actor or actress?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Does anyone of you guys know who Meryl Streep is? And then can I get your favorite cartoon character? Or actually, is Cammy very good in pop culture? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
She's pretty good, yeah.
She's pretty good with pop culture, like.
She teaches high school, so she's.
Okay. So can I get a very popular sitcom character?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, that
No,
counts.
I'll take SpongeBob. That's not sitcom.
Cartoon.
But I did say cartoon. I'll give it to you. I love SpongeBob, so I'm gonna take SpongeBob. So we have Abe Lincoln, SpongeBob, and Meryl Streep. So do you guys know who you guys are? All right. So they're gonna figure this out, and then once they do, we will bring our audience volunteer back in. Are we good?
Yep.
All right. So let's introduce ourselves really quick. Contestant number 1.
I'm Abe Lincoln.
Awesome. Contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, who are you?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. And then contestant number 3, who are we?
Meryl Streep.
Awesome. All right, so then we got all of our characters here. Now we just need Cammy to come back in here. So on the count of 3, can we say welcome back, Cammy? 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, Cammy. Cammy, come on down. I saved you a seat right up here on stage. Let's give her a round of applause. Cammy, I would just love to apologize to have to force you back into the heat. Very hot today.
You know what? It's okay because it's nice to come back in and feel cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, are you familiar with the show, The Dating Game?
Yes.
Awesome. So, not a lot of explanation I need to do, but I'm just going to go over the basics. You're going to ask a question. I'll give you 3 questions. Each one will go to each contestant,
Okay.
and then they are going to give you some hints on who they are, and at the end, we're going to guess who they are. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. So, if you had a question to ask your contestants, what would your first question be?
Do you have any audience suggestions? Can I do that?
Your perfect date.
Okay. What would your perfect date be?
Awesome. All right. Contestant number 1, what would your perfect date look like?
Somewhere out in the fields, probably. Maybe in like a log house. Yeah, a log house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, also out in the field, maybe in a log house. That sounds great. Contestant number 2.
I would also be in the field. We would be frolicking through flowers with a net, trying to capture beautiful flying.
Awesome. Out in the field, catching things. That sounds great. Contestant number 3. What would your perfect date look like?
Our perfect date would be, somewhere romantic, somewhere on the Greek islands seems perfect. Fine wine, good food, lots of good food.
Okay.
Yeah, bread, wine, drinks.
Awesome. Honestly, that sounds perfect to me.
Sounds great.
If you were to ask me.
Really, yeah,
But we got a
great.
couple more questions. Do you have another question you'd love to ask your contestants?
What's your relationship like with your family?
Ooh, relationship with your family. That's very important for a healthy contestant number 2, what's your relationship like with your family?
I love visiting my grandma. She has the best cookies. But I also love my mom and dad. They're helping me still trying to get my driver's license.
Awesome. Okay. Contestant number 3, what is your relationship with your family like?
I've loved many people through the years, and I have great relationships with daughters and loves, so many loves. So many loves. I've given my love to so many people, so many people, and have loved and loved again, and again, and again.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like contestant
Ready
number
for
3's
love.
got a lot of love to
Lots
give.
of love.
A lot of love. Contestant number 1, what is the relationship with your family like?
Yeah, I think my dad hates me. I don't know. I don't know really. But I think I have a good family.
What about your wife?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, she's a great person.
No. Okay.
Contestant number 1 unfortunately does have a wife that he did marry. So,
Okay.
we got a third question for
All
your.
right. What kind of vehicle are you picking me up in?
Ooh. Contestant number
That's
3.
great.
There we go.
What vehicle are you picking up your date in?
We would have a driver for sure. I don't do my own driving. Yeah, there would definitely be a driver. Yes. Feels like a limousine. Yes. I mean, I'm just too famous to be like driving around myself. I've been around a long time in many roles, played a lot of parts, well known, very well known. So I can't just be driving myself around. So it would have to be somebody driving me around to take you anywhere. So, limousine.
Sounds like you get picked up in a limousine. Yeah, you can't really be caught driving wearing Prada or anything.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
Contestant number 1, what vehicle would you pick up here?
It would be a horse-drawn cart.
Carriage.
Yeah, carriage. Horse-drawn carriage. It would be very beautiful.
Okay.
You could open the top if you want, but you don't have to.
All right. And contestant number 2.
I don't drive yet, but I am able to operate a rock. Rock. We will go because that's what the original explorers did, and I know how to navigate this rock. This is a rock.
Okay.
All right. So you got to, you asked some questions. You got to know our contestants a little bit. I'm sure you kind of have a feel about who you would or would not want to go on a date with. So let's start with who you don't want to go on a date with. Can you guess who any of these contestants are?
I don't want to go on a date with an underage Little Red Riding Hood.
Is that what you think contestant number 2 is?
That's what my guess is.
All right. Audience, was that correct? No. Contestant number 2, who are you?
I'm SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, you're SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah. All right. Now, who else do you not want to go on a date with?
Abraham Lincoln.
All right, Tammy. It sounds like you know who you want to go on a date with, but do you know who you're going on a date with?
Zeus.
Is that right, audience? Close enough. Contestant number 3.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Let's give a big round of applause. Audience, I have some good news.
I would pick Meryl Streep, though, actually. I'm happy with that.
I mean, honestly though, she is wearing Prada, so she might be the devil.
I see the Prada.
Audience, I have good news and I have some bad news. Bad news, this is the last game of our set. Good news, we got comedic. miming right after this. So the last game we are going to play is a game called Day in the Life. I'm going to ask some questions from one of you lovely audience members. You don't have to come up on stage. I just want to ask you a couple of questions on how your day looks like. Is there anybody that I can talk to that can give me just a little rundown of what their day-to-day looks like? I love this audience. So great. I'm just going to go up to you. Ma'am, may I have your name?
Susan.
Susan, can we give a round of applause? Susan, I hate to call you out, but you look so lovely and you're in the front row.
Oh.
So, Susan, would you mind telling me on what like a normal day looks like for you?
Well, I start out really strong because I have coffee.
Okay.
And then I peter out through the day. I get less and less energy.
Okay.
But I always do a little gardening in the morning before the sun comes out to beat my skin up. And I sometimes go to work for a few hours where I still have a part-time job.
Okay, what do you do for work?
I'm an operating room nurse.
Oh, okay. All right. So a real hero. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm a No. And I'm just manning a computer right now for a few hours a week.
Okay. And how do you end your day?
I come home or my son picks me up. My personal Uber driver.
Nice. Okay.
And
A Meryl Streep of hospitals.
I'm there also.
Okay.
And then I see my darling husband.
Okay. And this is your husband. And what is your name?
Yes.
Doug. If you can explain, describe Susan in one word, what would it be?
Oh man. Outgoing.
Outgoing. Great. Do you guys have any follow-up questions for Susan or Doug? All right, Susan, we're going to play a day in your life, and we'll see how this goes, all right? All right, let's begin.
Time to get that coffee going. It's not a good day without coffee.
Oh, honey, thank you for making coffee.
Yeah.
You're such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Look, I know you have to go to work today, but I just want to tell you, your eyes are beautiful.
Thank you.
You go out there and you do the people's work.
I will. First, I got a garden note because without the garden, I can't shine at work.
No, you can't.
No.
No, you have to be smelling like crisp grass before you go
Yes,
into the office.
because you gotta touch nature. You gotta touch nature. You gotta be one with the soil. And if you're one with the soil, then I can give with my heart. To
You
the
do
world.
that. I'm gonna be on my
Okay.
lazy boy watching Price is Right.
Okay. I'll be on the soil. First, I gotta go to the soil. Okay. So good out here. Thank you, son. Flowers. I feel better already. The world is a better place. Thank you.
Okay, this is the car ride to work. So, another day at work, right?
Thanks, Cody.
Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're a great mom.
God,
I'm so
Cody,
glad I'm so glad we live in the same
You're
city.
the best son ever. Thank you for
I'm
being
your
my
only
Uber
son.
driver. Well, just because you're my only son, it doesn't make you not the best one.
Thank you. Also, happy Mother's, like pre-Mother's Day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For remembering.
Here's some flowers.
Are those the ones from my garden? I mean, that's cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cut to the hospital.
Hey, Susan, get all the books in for the operating room today?
Yeah, yeah.
We have a big surgery today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta ask my supervisor if we're able to take a break before, but do you need a break?
I'm head surgeon, and this place would be burnt to the ground if you weren't here. Here's your caramel macchiato, extra shot, on the hospital.
So much better.
Okay, then let's get this break going. I need your help. You're the operator.
Susan, I'm head surgeon, but my hands have been cut up. We need you to do the operation.
We're already doing an operation.
Yeah, but I need her to do my job.
I need her to do my job.
Susan, you gotta do both of our jobs.
I don't know if I can do this.
I already did the incision. I need you to kind of just come over here.
Okay.
And that's our show.
Let's give it up for Bears.